Welcome to lesson 1. Instagram is a dating app. So we went over this a lot in the last mission, but we're really going to talk about all of it now. So I want you to start to look at your Instagram like a business person would look at their business. They're selling something. So a business, let's say there's a business and they're selling a party. Let's say it's a party. It's an event company and they're selling a party. When they post on their Instagram, it's just going to be fun things, selling the cool things that the party has to offer. Maybe it has fun drinks, maybe it has fun people, maybe it has good music, maybe it has a nice sunset. Start to look at your life and your Instagram as the same thing. You're selling a life. You're selling what it would be like for someone to be your friend or someone to date you. You're selling your lifestyle. You're selling the cool things that you get into. The number one obstacle in your way of doing this is you being afraid to document your life. I understand this because everyone feels this. I feel it. The last thing you want to do sometimes is pull out your phone and get a shot of yourself or get a shot of something or have someone get a shot of you or set up a tripod. God forbid you buy a tripod and set it up. I now do that. I have a tripod and I'm not afraid to set it up and get a shot of a moment. Obviously use your head on this one and you don't want to do this when it's not the right timing. But when you have time and it's appropriate, there is nothing wrong with documenting your life. People might view it as cheesy, but the real ones will view it as, he is documenting his life. He is making a quality Instagram. You're not doing it to be conceited. You're doing it because you are going to use that to network with hot girls and cool guys. You're going to use it to develop a really badass Instagram. So, you're selling fun. Your Instagram is selling what your life looks like, the best parts of your life. I know all this might sound shallow, and I have to reiterate this one more time. Yes, it is a little bit shallow, but this is the world we live in today. Everyone is on Instagram. So if you're feeling a little bit disconnected from this module, I get it. But just realize every fucking one is on their Instagram, and when done right, you can have hundreds of girls watching your Instagram, and you can go on dates with any of them. This is a strategy. It works. Anyways, we're done. If you don't get it and you don't want to do Instagram, fucking skip to the next fucking module. But I honestly recommend doing it because every hot girl is addicted to Instagram. They're all scrolling. They're hooked on the likes. They're hooked on the validation, and they're hooked on the millions of guys who are DMing them. You don't want to be one of those guys, but you do want to be one of those guys who approached her in person, and now she's watching your Instagram because you're a real person to her now. You're not just this random guy. So, I have 2 Instagrams. I have one made for my business and real personal connections, and I have another, and it's usually on private. I don't let people just follow me, and I post whatever the fuck I want. It's like my real Instagram. I post, content like this on there. And then I have my lifestyle Instagram. This is where I used to have a cinematic account. I used to have an account called Best Videography. It had 30,000 followers. It allowed me to network with some of the highest level videographers in the world because I would repost their stuff and they would, to get followers, they would appreciate it. I would say, hey, follow my personal account where I had my own personal videos and I would repost my own personal videos. It was just amazing who I could connect with by having this Instagram account. It was crazy. So I have 2 Instagrams. One is surface level and shallow. One is for the real ones. Hot girls are addicted. If you have a lot of followers, obviously you get more results. When I was a videographer and I had a bunch of followers on my account, it helped me to... So here's what happens. And we're going to talk about how to develop a good Instagram here in a sec. But here's what happens. You meet someone, let's say at a music festival, because that's what I used to get paid to record music festivals. You meet someone at a music festival. You're recording. In my situation, I was recording, so I was forced to walk up to so many hot girls because you want hot girls in your videos. And I would literally talk to around 50 or 60 or 70 hot girls in a day just to get a good shot of them. Afterwards, I wouldn't even try most of the time. They would be like, can I get your Instagram? I want to get to see the shot later. I send them the shot. Sometimes I would ask for a donation. They would pay me to send them a shot. That would happen sometimes. So I send them the shot and we're following each other. And now I'm documenting my lifestyle. Out of all the 50, 60, 70 girls, a couple of them are really interested. They're single and they want to get to know me more. They start liking my stories. They start DMing me. They start sliding up on my stories and DMing me. I'm basically creating this funnel to where I get to see, you could call them leads. I get to see the girls or even the guys who are interested in my life. And those are the potential people who could be my friend. So I started to get Instagrams because Instagram is more casual. I started to just get anyone's Instagram. And I would let them decide whether they want to network with me or not because I was getting so high volume. Or if I met a really cute girl who I thought was really cool, I would DM her. And the fact that she's been watching my stories, I'm a real person to her, it would be so much easier to try and get a date that way. Because I literally have ran into girls, and I talk about this in the rant section. I've ran into girls who I literally had a 10-second interaction. I get a shot of them, I make it cinematic, I show them, like, look, it looks cool, right? And they're like, wow, that's so cool. So what are you doing here? Do you work here? Blah, blah, blah. We just shoot the shit a little bit. I say, you're amazing at dancing or whatever the fuck. Maybe we hang out a little bit. Maybe I buy her a drink. Maybe it just ends right there. More often than not, we're kind of headed separate directions. She goes her own way. I go my own way. We trade Instagrams. Literally, I've had experiences where years later or months later, she's been following me. We start DMing and I'm like, hey, do you want to come over to my city, fly in, and we'll have a fun time. They stay over at my place, and you can imagine what happens next. Guys, this has happened probably like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times with girls who literally I've met for 10 seconds. That the next thing I know, I'm in bed with them. I met them for 10 seconds. Sometimes it's dark. I don't even remember what they look like. I just remember it was a pleasant interaction. And now we're sleeping together. It's just like that. That's what Instagram can do. So I'm saving a lot of time. I'm putting a lot of work into it, but it's helping me get a lot of results. So in my eyes, I'm getting a clear ROI from it. So I don't see it as a waste of time. So it's a lot easier for me to have the courage to get my phone out and record whatever the fuck I want and make it look cool. And here is another major key. Guys, you post on your story once every 2 days. I know that sounds like a lot, but it's not. And you make it look cool. Whether just something cool. It's not something lame, just like food, unless it's like a really cool meal. Don't do that. Something interesting. It could be food if it's interesting. Something intriguing about your life. Now, you might be busy and you're not living an intriguing life right now. I'm not. I'm working all the time. I'm grinding. But there are moments in my day where I go outside to get sun and I sunbathe and maybe I'm lifting some weight or I'm doing a workout. I document that. Anything I have, any chance I get where I'm doing something healthy because that's part of my lifestyle, or I'm doing something fun. Let's say I go to the coffee shop to get work done. I go to the coffee shop about once a week. Now I get a shot of myself sitting down. I set up my mini tripod. I sit down and I sip the coffee. The hardest part about all that is doing it. Because I'm like, God, this feels cheesy. I get it. But now people get to get an inside look into my life. It is crucial that you document the cool parts of your life. What in your life is interesting? Do you have a cool social circle? Do you have fun friends? Do you go on really cool hikes? Do you go and see the sunset sometimes? Do you have cool restaurants or clubs or bars or places you go to? Document it. Here's the key, and here I'm going to teach you, I'm going to give you filmmaking 101 in one sentence. If I could summarize filmmaking school in one sentence, it's this. Get as many takes as possible. When you go into any environment, any situation that's cool, it's a fun event or whatever, don't just go on Instagram and post on your story and just like, this is cool. I'm going to record the entire thing and just show them what it is. Got it. Done. Okay, you're not going to stand out that way. This is the simple way to do it. Go on your camera app. Don't post on Instagram yet. Get photos. Get photos. Get photos. Get a video. Get a video. Get a video. Now you've got like 50 photos or videos. It doesn't take long. It takes 5 minutes. You've documented the whole thing. It's actually kind of fun, guys. Seriously. You're recording people and people are like, oh, hey, what's up? Hey, say what's up to my Instagram. Say what's up to my Instagram. Hey. You just get a little bit of energy in there. You do it at the highlight of the event, the peak moment of the event. I'm saying event because I used to do events, but it could be like the peak moment could be the sunset, or the peak moment could be when you get to the top of the mountain at the hike, or the peak moment could be when the food comes to the table. I'm saying events because I used to record events. So I would get the best moments of the events, the best moments. I'll get 100 takes because it was my job. Out of the 100 takes, one of them is fucking like, whoa, that party looks great. The rest of them, they're kind of average. You post that one epic part either on your story or your feed. Don't care about likes. Girls don't give a shit about likes. If it looks fun, it looks fun. Who cares about likes? It doesn't matter. Post it on your story, your feed, wherever. And now you have a fucking epic lifestyle. But in reality, they're just seeing the fucking 10-second part where it was epic. The actual event, things in life are actually kind of boring, the way I see it. They're very mundane. To get to a top of a hike, it takes a lot of fucking walking. To go to an event, it takes like hours to build the energy at the party. You have to get drunk. You have to fill up the space. You have the DJ might suck at first. It isn't fun all the time, but they're seeing that little clip that is fun. And now you're highlighting the best moment of your life. If you just go out and you document and you record it when it was lame or you're out, oh, we're about to go on a hike, look at the mountain. It's just like, okay, cool. But if you document the best moment, you get 1,000 takes, whatever. I'm going above and beyond because I'm a videographer. But you just get a bunch of takes, 5 or 6 takes. You post the best take. You're going to have an exponentially better Instagram than everyone else on their feed. Now they're going to be hooked on watching your life. They're literally going to get hooked. I have girls, I'm literally just going to go. I post, sometimes when I don't feel like documenting, I just repost cool things that are related to my lifestyle. Like, I'm going to Brazil soon. I'm reposting a lot of like Brazil things. I'm like, I'm so excited to go here. Oh, this looks cool. I love the way this looks. Just to sell them on that lifestyle. So that my last post 3 hours ago, literally hot girl that lives in Argentina who I'm going to visit, girl I used to date in Italy, girl that I used to date in Spain that I really want to visit, girl that I used to date in Spain as well. She was Polish. Who's this girl? See, I just met this girl the other day on the street in Arkansas. Now she's watching my stories. Girl who's in my Muay Thai class, who's extremely beautiful. Girl in Brazil who I'm going to be meeting soon. All of these girls who, if I decide to shoot my shot, I'm going to have a way better chance because now she's intrigued with my life. So it's just like, dude, it's kind of crazy how many girls watch my Instagram. It's just like all girls because I do so many approaches and I funnel them to there. Now, most of these girls I'll never go on a date with. Most of them are just addicted and they're watching my Instagram. I have hundreds of girls watching my Instagrams. Most of them I'm never going to DM. But the ones that I am talking to now, that is where it's important. Now the girls who I'm dating literally in Europe and I'm still talking to, they still get to watch my life. They don't forget about me. You're stuck in their mind. And that is the key there. So essentially you're taking a bit of time out of your day to get in the minds of all the people you're networking with, whether it be friends. Literally, this works with guys too. Like, it's not just for girls. It's for anyone in your life that you want to keep in your life. It is a funnel. Key here, I have 2 Instagrams. Like I said, I never watch people's Instagrams. I mute everybody who I'm not actively talking to. I don't waste my time. I view it as a business. I'm not giving my attention to girls I'm not going. If a girl I know I'm not going to go on a date with her, why the fuck would I watch her Instagram? Why the fuck would I watch? She can watch mine. I ain't going to watch hers. I ain't wasting my time. Fuck that. Now, if I know I want to go on a date with her, then I'll watch her Instagram because I'm intrigued. I want to maybe give her some attention. Maybe say, hey, this is cool. Start a conversation. But it's with intention and purpose. That is the key. So the hard part about all of this is actually getting the courage to document it. It doesn't have to be complicated, though. It should not take away more than 5 minutes from your day. It just should be fast, get the shot done. It should be lifestyle based. What is unique, cool about your lifestyle? My brother is a poker player, for example. Let's say I was in his shoes. I would just show my events. I would make my life, my poker life, look so fucking fun. Whatever I'm doing, if I'm a gamer, I would set up my room. I would get a really cool shot of me laughing with my gamer friends. What is the cool thing about your life? Whatever you're doing, there is a way to make it look cooler than it actually is. And I'm not saying be fake, but in general, life is kind of just normal. It's just life. Wherever you go, it is what you make of it. So you want to make your life look cooler than it is. You want to put a twist, put a spin on life, not just on Instagram, but in general, you want to make things look fun and look cool. And you want to treat your life bigger than it actually is. That is the secret. People like that. So, directly related to what you're selling, which is your lifestyle, doesn't have to be complicated. Don't blindly post. That's another, we're reviewing now. Don't just like, okay, well, he said to post, so I'm just going to fucking, all right, what's up, guys? We're shooting a video in my office. It's like, dude, this office is not even set up. What are you doing, you know? Like put some thought into it. Put some fucking thought into it. Most people don't. This is why you're gonna stand out. Most people just pull out their phone like, "What's up?" Blah 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 blah. Or they're showing things. People, you get muted. People are like, "I'm not interested in this." Put thought into it. Give value. Make it short. Another key here: your Instagram thing to get to the most, to have it shoot out to your entire audience, aka all the girls you're talking to. You make it short enough or just long enough so that they finish the entire video. A 5-second video is better than a 30-second video if they're finishing the 5-second video. I say shorter is better. Keep it short. I try to keep mine under 15 seconds unless it's really intriguing. Now we're talking about content, guys. If you're making content that's over 30 seconds, that's really intriguing, shit, man. You might start getting paid for that shit soon because that's hard. That's difficult. That's a hard thing. The key is you want it to be short and sweet, just enough for them. That's why it shouldn't take much out of your day because it's so short and easy. Literally, I'll get a shot later on this week or next week of me at the boxing gym just hitting the bag for like 10 seconds. Done. I might have to get a few takes, get the right angle, but it's going to take literally 5 or 10 seconds to get the shot. So the key is more takes. I'm going to give you a quick analogy that my professor gave me. He had 2 groups of students. One group, he said, I want you to take one photo perfectly. The other group, he said, I want you to take one photo 1,000 times. Which group did better? The group that did it 1,000 times did it so like 20 times better. The photo was literally gold, whereas the one perfect photo was okay because more takes is better. That's just to give you a quick analogy. I do this all the time. Like the other day I went running. I got like 5 takes of me running. The first one was okay. The second one was a little better. The third one had a good background. The fourth one was perfect. So remember, document interesting parts of your life. Understand the ROI behind it. So you're not just doing this for validation, for no reason. You're doing it because it's going to get you laid. It's going to get you into cool parties. It's going to get you networked with a lot of cool people. It is literally for a reason. So guys, that is Instagram as a dating app. It is not the most glamorous lesson. I'll be real. It's not like a lesson where it's like, you know, the first 4 modules, I was passionate about it. There's an art to it. I love it. It's glamorous. It's amazing. We're getting into the non-glamorous side of the portion of the course where it's more about results. If you want results, this is going to help you tremendously. So go ahead, get into it.